Hi, so I'm just going to talk you through a quick warm-up you can do on the range or just before you tee off. So starting with the club in a hand, we're just going to raise the club above and behind. So just starting to mobilise the shoulders and also take our awareness into our feet. Notice how the feet are feeling and just feel that we're connected with the ground. And then you might want to just lean over to one side, give the side a nice stretch. Come back to centre, lean over to the other side. Coming back, you might want to repeat that. Nice and gently releasing the side of the body. I'm going to start to mobilise the spine. So standing nice and tall, and again, think about those feet being really grounded. We kind of think about 3 points underneath our big toe, our little toe and our heel, and really feel connected with the earth. And then we're just going to drop the chin down towards the chest. Arms are nice and loose, knees are soft, and we're just tumbling down vertebra by vertebra and then gently restacking vertebra by vertebra. So it's just nice and gentle movements, starting to loosen the spine, starting to feel the back of the legs lengthening as well. We just do another couple. And you might also want to just connect with your breath a little bit, so we start to calm the mind, just gently tumbling down and then coming back up. And then we can grab our club and either place it across our chest or place it across the top of our shoulders, but just make sure it's not on our neck. And we're going to start to hinge. So just feel that we're hinging, or kind of like doing a bow, sticking the bum backwards and coming back up to standing. So again, just starting to mobilise the back of the body, mobilise the hamstrings, the spine, and start to get the body used to hinging, ready for our golf setup position. And then we can just take the club, place it across our belly, and the other hand, if you've got a cap on, it will be on the peak or on your forehead, and just make sure this elbow is nice and open to the side. And then we're just going to hinge into golf setup. So do nice, couple of little moves, and starting to feel the spine and the back of the legs are loosening. And then when we get into that position that feels nice for us, our posture's nice and good, we're going to take the club again either across the chest or across the shoulders, and keeping the head still, we're going to rotate the thoracics. So the lower half of the body is staying completely still, and we're just starting to mobilise our thoracics, or allowing our shoulders to turn, which actually isn't really anatomically correct because they're just on the top of our body, but we're trying to get that thoracic rib cage to move. We're then going to release and start to think about the hips moving. So just placing your hands by your hip bones, again in golf setup, just rotate the hips from one side to the other. Again, the upper body staying nice and still. So we're just starting to feel that they're loosening. Then grabbing the club, getting into the hips a little bit more, placing the club on the ground, and just start to make circles. And keep the other leg completely still, so we're also starting to strengthen that. Nice and gently. And then go round in the opposite direction, almost as if we're doing a bit of a hurdle. So nice circles getting into that hip joint. And then we do the other side. And again, it's starting to get our balance going. So just do a couple, find those kind of sticky spots in the hips, and then in the opposite direction. And then to get our mind and our balance focused, we're going to place the end of the club on our foot, the hands nice and straight, and we're going to do what we call single leg deadlifts, but we're doing it with a club. So we're just pushing the club out behind and coming back up to centre. So just keep your eyes fixed on a spot in front, keep the core nice and tight, and just notice how the mind quietens as we do this move. You'll also feel the glutes active, They're starting to wake up. Let's swap sides. And just nice and gently. And think about the foot that's on the ground. Really think about it staying nice and connected. Feel that it's almost corkscrewing into the ground. Our connection with the ground is so important to create the power in our swing. And then release. And then we're going to do a staggered stance. So if you're a right-handed golfer, I'm taking my right foot forward, left foot's back, the heel's lifted, the hips are both facing forward. Again, the club is either across the chest or across the back, and I'm just going to hinge slightly as if my spine is in the same angle as in my golf setup, and then I'm going to rotate into backswing. So again, keeping the eyes fixed, and just feel that we're rotating. Again, you'll start to get the glute activating on the right side, or if you're left-handed on the left side. So I'll just show you face on, so we're just upper body staying nice and still, rotating. And then we're going to add a bit of power. So we're going to rotate into the backswing, stamp our left foot and come forwards. So we'll do a couple of these, rotate, stamp, turn, rotate, stamp, turn. We'll do one more, rotate, stamp, turn. And then, because golf is obviously a very explosive sport, our body actually moves at the same distance, our muscles move at the same pace as a 60-metre sprinter, so it's really important we get that explosive power. We'll just do a few jumps. So, ooh, powering up, landing softly, getting that explosiveness. One more. And then the final one, impact pose. Take your left hand, right hand's underneath. We're going to rotate into backswing, and as we come into impact, we power forwards. So we'll just do 3 of these. Rotating, rotating, one more. And there you go. You'll now be ready to have your practice session or a game of golf.